Grammys coming.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We live, we live. What's up, everybody?
We bike. We bike, y'all.
Yes. Listen, life things happen, and a lot's been going on in our personal lives that had to be taken care of. And without us getting into everybody's business, I mean, people.
You just ran from the smoke.
I don't run from smoke. I'm not sure who's willing to share. I'm not. Hey,
you
I'm not gonna press.
dodge and dodge. That's
I'm not pressing. I'm not pressing nobody to. You know what I mean? Like that's not my business. You know what I mean? We had some personal things to handle behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? The week before last was on me. You know what I mean?
They're gonna that's what I'm saying.
Hey, look at that. You know, this man
dodge the smoke. That's all I'm saying.
Greg looks inconsolable right now. It's all right, man. It's okay. Man. I wouldn't want to. I'm glad. I know you're glad we had a break a week in between, so you kind of process that ass whooping y'all just got.
What are you talking about?
Hey, listen, you were probably self-medicated at the time.
Hey, man, we don't talk to people who don't even.
Yo, I was lost.
Like,
I was lost.
Somebody whose team actually competed for something this year. Talk shit.
Hey, what I say that night?
You got to say to me, Justin.
Is that your king?
We're not gonna.
Just.
We don't acknowledge dudes that are like.
Hey, is that your king?
Mad because they didn't get the number one pick in the draft this year.
My goal was never.
We don't talk to them.
My goal
I was like going outside and arguing with a first grader at the bus stop.
My quarterback is black.
My goal would never.
Justin, whatever you got for me, give it to me, dog. But Javon, you are not allowed to talk.
Hey, listen, all I heard. No, you can't do that. Just was on the show, and all y'all was like, "Oh, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, close to
Justin. How do you feel?
He's so close.
Nah, see, don't do that. I can go pull the footage up.
Y'all this close. He might be this close.
I did not. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
Justin, congratulations on the Super Bowl, sir.
I can't do that.
I will say, statistically, they proved me right. They proved me right now. That man ran the ball.
Right. Statistically, you are talking about.
Saquon got the ball 25 times. I said
Saquon didn't do nothing.
And they lost the ball.
If they don't get in there,
you are wrong with you in the championship.
Morgan, look it up.
You know, I look. Morgan, what was the Panthers' record this year?
Whoa! Why am I catching strays?
I'm just saying, man. Kind of productive.
That's a hell of a straight.
Yeah, but what should I say to catch a stray there?
Listen. I saw the Klansmen, the Orange Klansmen on the sideline pregame. And I was like, man.
Oh, I was it was over.
I was like, honestly, my blackness, it seems to like outweigh everything.
And that should.
And when I saw that, I was like, man.
No, man. I refuse. Nope, I'm not letting y'all do that.
Hey, listen,
you can't because
look,
y'all
once
team
I
win
saw
like,
that.
how many games? Oh,
I don't care how many games.
Crucify his ass.
Is that your king? Your king was getting his ass whooped.
As I said,
Patrick Mahomes is getting murdered.
Saquon ran it 25 times.
How many times y'all win this year?
Hey, we won about as many times as touchdowns that you threw. That's how many times.
3?
There we go.
Okay. All right.
And almost as many interceptions. Almost as many
The
interceptions.
thing I was dead wrong about.
Was awful.
The thing I was dead wrong about was Philly's defense.
That nigga was awful.
They played like a historic defense. I said that they were not a historic defense, but they played like one.
Hey, Morgan, you ain't gonna try to come out of this like you were right about something. You was like, I
was why we lost because
300 yards. Shut up.
No, I can't do why you lost. I said if I had to bet on something, I said if I had to bet, I would bet on the Chiefs.
Right.
I said if I had to bet, I'm gonna bet on Chiefs, and I gave
how did that work?
Reason why.
And what was your reasoning behind why?
I gave a specific reason why. I said if it comes down to it, I think Sirianni will blink coaching wise before Andy does, and I was wrong.
He blinked.
But wait, hold on. But I gave specific statistical things.
And we don't care. You were going for the Chiefs.
That matters, bro. That's
you rooted for the Chiefs. You said
I did not root for them. No, I did not root for them. I did not.
You chose them to win.
In here trying to bring up old stuff.
You
chose them to win.
Morgan, you rooted for the Chiefs, man.
You chose. The fact is, you chose them to win, and you were wrong.
You were rooting for them.
I said I was wrong. I said I was wrong, but I also said on the show that it's entirely possible for Philly to win the game. I said Philly had the better team.
But you put your money where your mouth.
You didn't say that part.
Yes, I did.
Not that Philly had the better team. You did not say Philly had the better. You were rooting.
Don't worry about it.
You were going to put money on the Chiefs.
Can I tell you what the funniest part of the Super Bowl was for me?
You're going to put money on the Chiefs.
Hold on. The funniest part of the Super Bowl was like Tom Brady telling Patrick Mahomes what he should have done, what he would have done in that situation.
What would he have done? Like, what he do against the Giants?
I mean,
he was clapping his ass. Like
he would have won.
Scored 13 points.
My goal came back. From
what do you mean he would have won? He lost against the Giants.
He ain't never
his ass.
He ain't never got smoked.
They was on his ass.
He ain't never got smoked in the Super
Bowl. Scored more points than
he ain't never got smoked in the
Super Bowl. Smoked him in an undisputed.
That's because they had a defense.
Never got smoked in the Super Bowl.
Only because they had a defense.
Oh, now they. Oh, what happened to the Chiefs defense they had all year? I don't want to hear about that.
Huh? Oh, you don't want to hear facts.
What? Y'all ain't have a good defense this year.
Is the reason y'all ain't.
Y'all didn't have a good defense this year. Y'all ain't have a good defense this year.
Oh God, y'all's defense is.
I'm just asking you a question.
No, don't switch subjects.
I'm not. I'm asking you a question. You arguing about.
Never got blown out, but the niggas
my goat never.
Points.
Is that your king? Right? Is that your king? That's who you want to call the goat. All right, you keep him.
Hey,
keep him.
Okay, but let's look at like overall, like put everything up.
Oh, overall, you ain't even halfway. He ain't ever halfway up the mountain.
That's because you believe in the white boy, man. Hey, Brady,
some white boys are good. What can I tell you? Some white boys are good at what they do.
When the Giants was on Brady's ass, what was he doing?
Wait a minute, time out. Are we really gonna like try and pretend like Patrick Mahomes is not half at least half white boy? He's half white boy.
Oh, my quarterback is black.
He might be more than half.
Hey, respect to Jalen Hurts.
That's what we doing.
He might be more than half.
We just own it half. Yo, that's crazy.
Listen, they're rolling around with Trump. I can't, I'm not gonna
justify that.
I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, the Eagles had to straight the all-black community behind them. That's
look, I'm telling you, you can ask like my homies. Like when I saw
celebrating.
When I saw Trump, bro, I was like, it's bad enough Pat got his.
Y'all done pissed off every Eagle there. They had the white boys balling on you. That's so bad.
I said during the before the game was over with. I said it's the hood versus the Chiefs. Like once that happened, it was no going back.
And people don't understand how hood that Kansas City is. That's the part that hurts. But you don't get to see it because Patrick Mahomes and his Trump lover and wife, like they just ruined everything. Travis Kelce.
Your boy Chris Jones literally sat there and waited.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He did. It was bad. And I love Chris Jones.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, listen, man.
The way Greg was sitting there conflicted as hell watching.
No, I wasn't that conflicted. If they asked, well, they deserve it, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like what I normally would be screaming and passionate. I was like the Eagles would do some good shit. That's a good play, man. Good throw, Jalen. And I've been a fan of, I'm always rooting for black quarterbacks, period. So Jalen hooping, I was like, good job, Jalen.
I was on an airplane during the Super Bowl. Like half the airplane was watching the Super Bowl, and I don't think one person would cheer for the Chiefs. I was like, God, dog.
I mean, you think about it, they got the perfect. They got the Taylor Swift thing. You know, they rolling with Trump. Their jersey's the same color as the president. Like it was a lot. You know, I can see it.
Greg,
I can see it.
So we all saw the.
Sometimes you gotta get spanked to get that to learn your lesson, man.
They learned today. They learned that day.
I don't know, man, because that's the second time Andy sat there while his offensive line couldn't block a street cone and kept calling these long ass deep drops. Like, still throwing. You know, I think he ran the ball.
Plays weren't working either. That was bad part.
I was about to say. Because Kelsey wasn't catching that either.
Yeah,
that was that racism on his ass, man. You left a black woman, Taylor Swift. And real
I can't. You know what? I can't like that. That's still a glow up. I'm sorry. That's still a come up.
I mean,
that's Taylor Swift.
Status, yeah. Status, yeah.
But more people hate him today than they did.
That's true.
So I mean, the glow is like
that's true.
It's like
financial.
Well, that's what I said. Not a glow up, but a come up. That's still a come up.
Come up is a better word. Yes,
that's a come up. That's why I changed it and said come up, not a glow up. It's a come up.
Both points were true there.
But I'm like, how Andy Reid, for all the genius that you have, like, why don't you just run the ball? Just run the ball, some bro. Like.
Yeah, they stopped running. Like it was really weird.
It was they didn't even try. I forgot. I saw it. I think it was like the Eagles ran the ball like 40-something times.
Is that true?
Was she?
Wait, that's true. Yo, I'm gonna laugh. If that, I need to find out.
New Orleans, she probably put some juju on him. Like,
hey, she was like Kyrie putting sage around those.
Hey, it was tough. Now it was tough. I ain't seen a beating that bad in.
Since Tampa Bay did the same thing.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking it had to be.
Wait, hey, by the way, who was the QB for that team?
Who was the offensive line?
No, I just wanted to know. I just forgot. I just forgot.
Who was the offensive line?
I just forgot.
He be making me hate Boston more every day. It's insane. He don't even live there. That's the part that always blows my mind.
They're racist. They hate you,
sir. Man. They're called the New England Patriots.
Man,
we are in New England.
You don't live in New England.
Hire a black coach and then fire him. You give him the worst roster in the league and then fire him after.
Sir.
That is a rite of
Gregory.
That's a rite of passage. You already knew that was going to happen.
Gregory.
Yeah,
this is not the day to talk about another team being too white. Not the time.
I mean, we're not like that's not city. I know it's not like I know it's what it really is. I've been to
Boston.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh wow.
LeBron wasn't even trying.
Damn.
That's disrespectful.
Damn.
Yeah, Mahomes at least was trying.
LeBron
was not gonna say LeBron wasn't trying. He was tired. He was tired.
No, not in 11.
Tired.
11, he was just shook.
Danny said he was tired. And
wait, that's the Mavericks final. Is that the Mavericks finals or the Spurs?
Yeah, 11 is the Mavericks
finals.
And wasn't that the same finals he found out his mom was
No, that was
I don't know.
That was in Cleveland. That was in the
it was in Cleveland.
That was Cleveland.
Delonte was on the team still, so
yeah.
That wasn't confirmed. So
I want to make sure that I think I said congratulations already, but congratulations to my bro. Freaking fantastic win. I know that win feels good. I know you about wanted to go home to Philly if you didn't. I know you did. Because I know we won. I'm going to Charlotte. If we win, you better believe I'm gonna be in Charlotte.
What?
Good thing you ain't never going.
Shut up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Good thing you ain't,
man. I can't have anything without you. I hate y'all.
Man. It's a good thing you ain't got to waste that gas.
I mean, you got to do better what ifs. Like, what if the sun and the moon combine and create like?
Don't do that.
Hey, what if the bottom?
Don't do that. My guy Bryce turned it around. Despite my negativity. Okay, I was being negative. I fully accept I was being negative. I definitely was. And my man's turned it around. He looked great at the end of the season. So we on the right path. We got the right coach finally. That's something.
Who's your coach?
Don't worry about it. Just keep.
You don't know his name either, do you?
Keep sleeping. I do. Canal. Don't do that. I hate you guys. On to something that matters. On to something that matters.
You don't even know.
Because the NFL season's over with.
What's your coach's name? Do you know his name? Could you pick him out of a lineup?
Yes.
All right. What did you think about the halftime show?
You know what man. You already know. And I was ready for that last week too. Like I was so ready for that conversation because people were still hot about it and mad. I still couldn't get on TikTok, so I couldn't see everybody's like the big reactions, you know what I'm saying, that I wanted to see so I could giggle, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen it since then. You know, they put the app back in there where you can you can re-download it. So I'm back up there and I'm able to see all of the joy that the halftime show has caused. People doing the Kendrick walk, or they're calling it the Kendrick walk now. The breakdown video. I spent so much. Now I did spend the entire show standing up with a Heineken in my hand. It was awesome. It was awesome. I was singing the whole time. I was dancing the whole time. I was hyped the whole time. When they started and Samuel L. Jackson started, I said, "Yo, my guy is a genius." That crap it couldn't have been more perfect. It could not have been more perfect than pulling that man out there for exactly. He was exactly the right person with exactly the right voice to make that to be the narrator for what Kendrick was trying to do. So
I liked it. I would have if I was in charge, I would have changed the playlist up a little bit.
Okay, I can see that. He played pretty much everything
I would have the first 3 songs I would have made different.
Which songs would you go with?
I would have started off with Black of the Berry.
Oh, you going straight for the nuts immediately, huh?
I would have started off with Black of the Berry and then jumped right into We Gonna Be Alright.
Of course.
And then
I did want to hear that.
And then was the Good Kid.
I definitely wanted to hear
like those joints right there would have just had the tempo going crazy. And then from there going into by that time Humble.
Yeah, he went to Humble and DNA.
Yeah.
Which
I would have changed it, and I would have changed DNA like that second part when the beat flips. Tell me something. You motherfuckers can tell me nothing. I'd rather not even listen to you. My DNA not for invitation. Your DNA is abomination. That right there at the Super Bowl, I would have.
Look, I mean, in my opinion, that's why I'm glad I'm on with y'all. Okay.
Wait, before you get into this, can I do something for Morgan that I will probably never do again?
Go ahead.
Morgan is right.
Okay.
This is the greatest, not the best, but the greatest diss song ever.
What? I win. This is like Christmas early. What?
Because in my head, here's the thing. The reason why I say it, we'll never hear Ether on the Super Bowl.
Nah.
And
it's amazing.
Thousands of people going, say Drake.
Yeah.
And scream at A minor.
It's a meme forever. That's one of the best memes I've ever seen.
It's not the best. Okay.
No, I said it's one of the
best. But it's definitely the greatest.
Seen.
It's not.
Well, maybe I don't say the greatest. It's the biggest.
Well, when I say greatest,
I like the biggest.
Yeah,
I
was
thinking
I go
with biggest and greatest.
It's a bit of both, man. Because
it's biggest and greatest.
It's
not the greatest.
You can be the greatest,
biggest.
If we're gonna do best, biggest, greatest, right? If we're gonna do best, biggest, greatest, then I can go with biggest or greatest. I won't say best because I can absolutely leave.
To me, best and greatest fall together. They're synonymous.
Huh?
Best and greatest are synonymous.
Okay. So
that's when it gets really
fair enough. All right, I'll give it to you.
That's what I said. It's the biggest.
I'll give you biggest.
Okay. All right.
I give you biggest.
Okay.
It is the biggest.
Because I would and I conceded this when we were talking about it before. If Ether had a drop with social media, it would have been. Now Ether would never knock in a club. No, it would have.
The problem, no, hold on, no. The problem with Ether would never have,
Ether would never
go to that level.
My number one, but
what'd you say?
Ether
what's the number one? No Vaseline,
right?
It's absolutely no Vaseline. Like,
well, but even that, the reason why it's biggest is because it's catchy as hell.
Yeah, you can dance to it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's simple.
But that's why Ether and No Vaseline would never be
because
that level.
The beat wasn't constructed to be like a pop kind of hit. The beat was constructed for those to be grimy. I'm about to shoot at your family type stuff.
Right. I need a hard beat, and I'm just gonna go get busy. Because to me, it's even within the realms of their own battle, there's better songs or even diss songs in the course of that battle that are better than Not Like Us.
Do you mean like more disrespectful?
Nah, just
what do you mean by better?
You mean lyrically
better? Yeah, lyrically better. Meet the Grams. He talked to his son and both his parents.
Meet the Grams is more disrespectful. Meet the Grams is more disrespectful.
Euphoria is my favorite.
Meet the Grams is more disrespectful than anything.
Yeah.
Meet the Grams is more disrespectful.
Yeah.
But Story of Adidon is even worse than that, in my opinion. When Pusha put out Story of Adidon.
So that's what I'm saying. So even Euphoria, Euphoria is better than
Euphoria.
Not Like Us. And even on the Drake
Story
side, I would say
that wasn't even like.
And then even
wasn't clever.
On Drake's side, I'm gonna say
which one was it?
The Story of Adidon.
That crap.
It wasn't like clever.
Yeah, that was.
It was like he was reading a book.
I'm gonna tell all your business.
Though. Yeah, like it was the equivalent of taking out you already done shot the man and he took a shotgun, put it in his stomach and blew it. Like it was terrible. Like
but
saying that on wax, I have to fight you. Seriously.
But I even like Family Matters more than I like Not Like Us.
Lyrically.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Sean said he could argue that you could dance off No Vaseline.
Drake is going at everyone. That's kind of like a how people will compare Takeover to Ether. With Takeover, you're comparing a verse, just one verse to a whole song. In Family Matters, he's going at everybody on a different verse in multiple verses. So I do like that. You know what I'm saying? And he still was able to switch up his flows each time. And each joint was catchy, at least to me. So, but Not Like Us is the biggest one out of all of them.
I was trying to find a comparable song to Not Like Us, and the closest thing I could think of is Wankster.
There is none. Yeah, Wankster's good. That's a good one.
Like that you could dance to. It was catchy.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Catchy in the club, yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good comparison, but it's still not as big.
Well, I think timing had a lot to do with Not Like Us, though.
But you also look at
timing. I think it's just it's like I said. If Ether had come out in this time period where you have social media, it absolutely would have blown the internet apart.
No, it wouldn't though.
Yes,
it might have because
it definitely would.
Not to the level of Not Like Us.
Yeah,
it can't on Not Like Us level only because like we talked about that. It's only because Not Like Us is a certified bop. But when it comes to what is on wax for Ether, Ether's lyrics, Ether set both coasts on fire and the country on fire before we even had social media. Everybody,
but I still have like my thoughts. And I've heard other people say it too, like comparing the Takeover to Ether, like Jay, when Jay dropped the Takeover, like that shut down a whole lot of stuff as well. Like
it did.
When Nas came back, and then Jay came with Super Ugly, and
Ugly.
If Super Ugly was like exposed to the world like that, they had to kind of pull that one because that song was gonna take it to
because they was like, he talking about he fucked his baby mom.
It
was getting personal. Like, man.
I still like the reason. I mean, besides the fact that no Vaseline, where Ice Cube was like saying that he was saying real stuff, so it's not like unfounded allegation type stuff.
Right.
Like literally, like I never had a dinner with the president. Like Eazy-E went with Jerry Heller to the White House and had dinner with George Bush, while he's supposed to be the biggest gangster rapper in the world. Like Q did so much damage that NWA never put out another album together. Like he did. They literally was like, man, I don't really like you, dog. And they split after that. You know what I mean?
When we did this thing before, I definitely can. No Vaseline, hit them up. Not like us.
Eminem.
Ether.
Another one that's actually like super impactful for the culture, for the people that was there, is I See the Bitch in You by Common, when he shot at Ice Cube and them. Because he went like Minister Farrakhan had to step in on that one. Like, hey, fellas, let's talk.
Kendrick's Control verse is also disgusting.
That's not it's a diss, but it ain't a diss.
To me,
it wasn't a diss as much as a challenge, but it's still disgusting though.
But I don't consider that like
he was rapping.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got to give respect to Cannabis, man.
Of course.
Second round knockout.
Second round knockout's fire.
Yeah,
Cannabis.
He just made some mistakes. Like,
it's not in the top 5.
LL used to sell albums off of dissing people.
He went after the wrong dude.
He went after somebody who does that for a living. So this dude done beef with Kool Moe D. Like LL was like, that was part of his marketing strategy, is find somebody to be beefing with when my album comes out. So, you know, he just went, you know, and your first like solo single, because if y'all remember, Cannabis was doing features for everybody, and he was like murdering just over and over.
There go my bro.
And his first single, like his real single that came out, was dissing one of the best to ever do it, and it's just a bad way to start your career.
That's the second single. Second single.
What was his first?
I'm saying that's the second single that you put out.
Let me go back to this though, because we're all creators. We're all creators. I'm including Justin in this, even though like he doesn't do comic.
I don't do shit.
But I'm still. But all right, so me and my best friend were talking about this in relation to Kendrick's performance at the Super Bowl, and my boy was saying he was like he feels like that Kendrick missed an opportunity because there were so many people that watched the halftime show that didn't get it, and it went over their heads. And I was trying to explain it to him. I said, as an artist, all of us have to make it, especially if you write subliminal things or things that are Easter eggs. All of us have to make a choice of how surface level you want to keep everything. Everybody that's a storyteller wants to tell a surface level story that's fun, catchy, something. But if you have deeper stuff in there, the deeper stuff is for who it's for. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to know those deeper things, you're either going to research it, you're going to ask somebody, and if you don't want to do either one of those things, it ain't for you. It doesn't matter. Like it's not an offense. It's not a problem. And the way that I gave it to him was because he's reestablishing his relationship with the Bible and God and stuff like that. I said it's literally the exact same thing that Jesus literally told the disciples in how you spread the gospel. He didn't say break it down and give it to them in itty bitty pieces. He didn't say chase after them and make them understand. He said give them what I told you, give it to them. If they don't like it, wipe out the dust and keep it moving. He didn't say chase them. He didn't say make them understand. And as an artist, none of us want to do that. Like when Donald Glover came out with This Is America, people are still to this day breaking down that video and trying to say what they think different things are and stuff. Jordan Peele would Get Out. Same thing. People are still breaking down that video. There's a whole Reddit line of people adding new stuff to breakdowns of the Get Out Get Out the movie. Ryan Coogler with Black Panther and some of the freaking amazing stuff that he snuck in there. People didn't get it. And if you don't get it, that's fine. It doesn't. It's not a slight to you. It's not a slight to the artist.
What's the name of the song of the year that just won Song of the Year? They got the Grammy.
Not Like Us.
Not Like Us.
Right. So he went out there. If you didn't get it, So people think when he say not like us, he's talking about just, you're not like black people. No, he ain't. He's saying that there's a whole bunch of people that are just walking around with their head in the clouds. So if you didn't get it, maybe you not like us.
Part of the point that I was trying to make to my boy is I said for those that did miss it, for either reason, that you turned your brain off because you didn't like how it was presented, which is exactly what Samuel L. Jackson was doing, why he was narrating the whole thing. He's trying to the entire thing is me trying to teach you how to play the great American game. If you missed it, you were supposed to miss it. If you wanted to know deeper things, then you're going to ask somebody that you know that knows, or you're going to research it yourself. If you don't do either one of those things, that is a heart issue, period. There's no other way to look at it. You can say and ill and frill and dance around whatever you want to, but it's a heart issue. Either you want to know or you don't. It's that simple. It's no different than any of us that are interested in anything. In that respect, you watch the halftime show. If you had an issue with it, figure out why you got an issue with it.
People don't care about that. They just want to be entertained.
Of course, and if you weren't entertained, God bless you. But it's a whole bunch of halftime shows I was not entertained by. I ain't had no issue with it. I ain't go online crying.
And this got the record for the most watched. Most watched
Super Bowl halftime show of all time. Yep. 134 million watching at the time. That don't even count the people that watched the YouTube video. I think last YouTube video was at 69 million.
Yeah, YouTube's crazy.
And that's just that video. That's not counting all the derivatives and all the reaction videos, and all that type of stuff. The imprint from that halftime show, everybody was saying that you are lying through your teeth. It might not be your cup of tea, but it didn't suck. You can go to hell.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. Like people don't even like we talked about it in the chat before. Like people don't even know how to like properly critique. They don't look at things like deeper than surface value most of the time. So it's like for them, they're like, oh, he didn't play his hits. He didn't play like. There's the thing. Did y'all see the thing where they were saying that at one point the people on the stage, like if you look from the aerial view, it spelled out Compton in Braille. Did y'all see that? Like if you look from the aerial view, that like the different people had different colors on, and so that view, there's one point where if you pause it, it's spelled Compton in Braille. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that kind of stuff is amazing. Like knowing what it takes to put together like a stage show, and then it's like every single movement. Like they said, he touched every part of that stage. There's so many things just from a performance standpoint, and I never forget.
When you track his movement, he got more yards on the field than Pat Mahomes did.
He did. And Saquon Barkley.
God.
And Saquon Barkley.
Don't blind people read Braille?
Huh?
Isn't it blind people that read Braille?
Yeah.
How would
they know?
How was they going?
How would they know? They wouldn't.
They wouldn't unless they were really big and they put their hands on the people and touch them.
It's just mud.
But maybe you're trying to say, maybe there's something deeper there about people who are blind.
No, I liked all that stuff. Like somebody pointed out that the PlayStation controller, like the buttons that were mashed were the GTA code or something.
Code.
Like
Yeah,
I think.
And then if you count all the people, the friends that were around him in the white t-shirts.
That was dope.
If you count all of those, it was 16 of them because you had some that were around 8 that were around him and 8 on the light poles. And then when you go to whack out murals, he's like, I lost plenty friends, 16 to be specific, but then he got 16 friends with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I see. You just gotta be into him to see the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least like have a curious, introspective mind. You
made that personal.
Like everybody that was like Serena's out there crip walking. on a diss song about Drake, but they're not like it really fit. Like take Drake out of it.
Yeah, they
it
missed
really fit the narrative because when Serena busted out in Crip Walk at the Olympics,
she got criticized.
Everybody, all the respectability politics. That's what
like boy, if you think I was not Crip walking with her when she did that, you got another thing coming. I sure did. I sure did.
But it's like it's another thing where you can look at it, surface value. Ooh, she dancing. She ain't worried about Drake. I'm pretty sure she's not worried.
Not at all. Not even slightly.
But that's like a triumph. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause now she's doing it, and we're celebrating her. And it's like it's a middle finger to all the people that think you got to, play the game.
Put me in this box, yeah. That you can put me in this box, so you can make me kowtow to what it is that you want this culture to be, and what you want me to be in this culture, and my role in it. And I'm off all of that. That's what I'm saying. It was a brilliantly set up, brilliantly performed set. Like it was amazing. I saw somebody ask where would I rank it in my top. It like where would I rank it all time? To me, the best halftime show still is Prince.
The GOAT.
You can't top playing Purple Rain in the rain.
Michael
God
Jackson,
actually allowed it to actually rain in real life.
Michael stood on the stage and they cheered for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I went back and watched.
Was he really singing though, or was he lip syncing?
He had to.
Who need to?
Prince sang for real.
We talking about performance.
Prince not only sang for real, but he played 4 different guitars in the rain.
We're talking about performance though, like
the performance as a whole.
If that's the case,
number one to be easy.
Killing it right now.
Hold on. Okay, so up until then, the most watched performance was a man just standing there,
Michael Jackson,
turning his head for 2 minutes.
It's Michael Jackson, bro. It's Michael Jackson. I don't argue with somebody that says that.
That's like Pootie Tang and his song.
Sign your penny on the running time.
You know what's funny? I thought about that this week. I've never seen Pootie Tang, yo. I've never seen Pootie Tang.
Me either.
Okay, man. We still love you, dog. Like, we gotta talk shit about you when we get off. I'm just playing. Pootie Tang ain't for everybody.
Right.
I love it.
Not for me.
I don't know why. It just never like was something I was like, man, I gotta watch that.
Pootie Tang.
You know what? I understand now. I understand even more now what you're doing on Friday. I understand it now.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying a word.
Hey,
I'm not saying a word.
On that note, y'all want to give y'all thoughts on Black in America? I'm sorry, Captain America.
Whoa.
Can I? Because Javon told me I gotta defend. I seen it 3 times now. He said I gotta defend my 6.5
6.5 though.
Yo, that's crazy. I gave it a 6.6.
Initially, I gave it a. Okay, but check it out because I took some notes.
Oh boy,
I really need to be succinct here. Right?
Are you gonna tell everybody what you've been calling the movie?
No, man, because my mama might see this thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get whooped.
Okay.
All right. So just hear me out. Give me it might not even take 2 whole. It probably won't take 2 whole minutes. But I'm just gonna lay out the synopsis of this movie that I watched. Okay.
All right.
Put them on the big screen.
Yeah, give them
the big screen. I can talk directly to America.
There you go.
That's
talk
Javon.
To him. Well, Javon's face is he's really in there right now.
I mean, I'm a handsome guy. What can you say?
No, let's not do that. Okay. There we go. Talk to America, sir.
So America. America. So this movie, we start with a mission where there's like a cool, opening battle. There's a deal that's supposed to go down and a buyer doesn't show up, right? That incident leads to like a gathering of, world leaders in which there's an assassination attempt, which leads to Captain America going rogue to try to prove the innocence of his super soldier friend who has been framed for, this terrible act. there's a disgruntled mastermind that's directing everything behind the scenes. There's a really big action scene. Spunky flying soldier gets folded up, basically. Plot twist at the end of the movie is that the bad guy is better than we thought. There's a really good fight. The mastermind gets caught in a kind of anticlimactic fashion, and then the movie ends. And that is Captain America: Civil War. Now you could basically say that's the same thing as, you know, Negro Bird.
Negro
basically took the same plot, they just flipped it in a couple of places. That was my first thing that bothered me. It's like how much these movies run concurrent. I think what's the I call her Micro Widow. I don't think Micro Widow needs to be in the movie.
Whoa,
Micro Widow.
I think that they could have easily, you know, infused her with the black girl and gave the black girl those cool, you know, parts. Especially since they, like Javon pointed out, they basically did a callback and pulled this young lady out of the comics. It's worse than Negro Bird, Will, but we're just gonna say
Negro Bird.
Just
call him Falcon. He's not that disrespectful.
He's not the Falcon. He's Captain America.
He ain't Negro Bird either.
Captain Negro.
Yeah, I thought he was Puerto Rican.
Whoa.
He's still black.
No, he's right. The other one is Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but we're talking about Cap though.
Latino is Negro.
We're not gonna not call that man Cap on this show now. We're not gonna not do that.
That's why we can't have nice things, bro.
I'm telling you, guys.
So with all of that, and then the whole thing, you're willing to accept enhancements from Wakanda. You got wings. You're doing all this stuff, flying and using your electromagnetic pulses and whatever. Man, just take the serum, get out there and beat some people's ass. Like serum. Like it was entertaining. It just could have been like so much stronger if they would have just made a movie with him as the star. Man, they should have let Isaiah Bradley should have been rolling with him, because let's be honest, the coolest parts was Isaiah Bradley, Rojo Solo, whose hair turns black when he turns into the Red Hulk. But you know that's
the problem we're doing. That's the problem with him turning into a Red Hulk. That you have an issue.
I mean, his pants.
No.
I wonder what stretch material he had for his pants.
Oh man, whatever they be wearing.
Hey, listen, man, they got them.
If you got gamma in you, you have to wear stretchy pants at all times.
At all times.
He supposedly didn't know though. Listen, I don't know.
When I put it in my my criteria list for the movies that I'm gonna be reviewing this year, came out to a 6.6. So that's crazy. Greg was 1 point below. Well, no, not even 1 point. Point one. I think the majority of the hate that movie's getting. The majority of the hate that movie's getting is we all know why.
We already know. Yeah.
Well, I called that crap a year and some change ago.
I give it a 7, only because I thought it had a lot more heart than I expected.
I agree.
So that kind of put it over. That kind of pushed what would have been, like Greg said, like a 6.5 to a 7. Like the relationship between him and his partner, between him and what's the super soldier?
Isaiah Bradley.
Him and Isaiah Bradley. Even like the dynamic between him and the president, I thought all of those kind of pushed it to a different level than, because if any of those relationships had like faltered or been like badly acted, it would have been worse. But because they all kind of hit, I agree with Greg on the mini widow. Wow. She should have been. They could have combined the two characters, and it would have gave the black girl more to do.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't needed.
I mean, they needed to. If they made her seem like she had like a big part to play and didn't.
Yeah,
didn't
you could.
Really have
That was another thing. Is like I actually had to go back after I watched it the second time. I was like, I had to go look like to see how many reshoots they had. So you know that Giancarlo Esposito wasn't even in the movie. Like by the time they finished the first, and then they went back. So that's why his parts, as brilliant as he is, because he's
absolutely brilliant
on screen. Yes, but it's like every scene was a little bit disjointed from the rest of the movie because he wasn't really in the movie. It's like, hey, I got an idea. So
what's his name was in the movie and they cut him.
Seth Rollins.
Eli Bradley.
Yeah.
His nephew.
That's the kind of stuff that I would have loved because you're also kind of pushing it forward. I loved what's his name? Was it Joaquin? I think the Falcon kid. He was great.
He was
a good good piece for the movie.
And they had good energy on screen together.
Yeah.
But the only thing is like, where is Eli fit in all this? Like, I think if you put him in it, it kind of
they complicates. They could have brought him in. They could have brought him in for the post credit scene because that post credit scene was
that was
uneventful. I think Harold. I do think it was supposed to be Sabra, but they changed.
No, it was definitely Sabra, but they got scared.
They changed it up. Yeah, they changed it up based on the political.
Got super scared with that.
The political going on right now. So, I think I want to make sure that I make it clear, and I don't know if y'all agree or not, but I said this a year and some change ago. We were gonna see what rubber met the road when this movie came out because it was post-election. We already know there are people online still right now saying that's not Cap. He'll never be Cap. And we all know why. They can mask it however they want to, but we all fully aware why they're saying that.
I mean, they just following the cop. Did he ever become Captain America in the comic?
Yeah,
he did.
He's about as Captain America as Miles Morales is Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well,
okay, so he's Captain
Miles Morales is definitely Spider-Man. So
definitely is.
Yes.
Definitely is.
I mean, I like the movie, man. We had a good time.
Mama name him Cap. I'm gonna call him Cap.
His mama named Falcon. His mama named Falcon. I'm gonna call him Falcon.
I'll tell y'all the one thing that I really liked about the movie. Me and the fam went to see it. This is one. Every now and then we'll all go to the movie. Now Tiana had not. No, that's why I say every now and again we'll all go. Because the tickets is out there.
He went to a nice movie theater too.
Yeah, we went and saw the IMAX. I had to put in a.
I know. I saw you posted. I was like, oh, he right down the street.
Hey,
I had to put him on
layaway for them tickets, man.
No, I had to put them on layaway. I had to pay in installments. I used Klarna.
I was about to say he had to use Klarna.
So, but no, Tiana, my wife Tiana, Tiana had not seen any of the trailers. She didn't see this huge poster that I have in my office with the Red Hulk. So she didn't know that Red Hulk was in the movie. She had no clue that Harrison Ford was going to be Red Hulk in the movie. And her excitement when that happened, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing that whole, transition, she really, dug it, so she really, really enjoyed the movie. But I think the rest of us may have suffered because that was the big climax. That was literally, I was hoping that there was going to be something else because that was the big climactic thing. You know what I'm saying?
Because they showed, if they would have been able to keep it under wraps, which I heard that they had to release it in the trailers or whatever, because some kind of contract they had with McDonald's. McDonald's be ready to put them toys out.
Yeah.
So it's like, because there was some delays and some reshoots, they was like, nah, we letting this thing go. Yeah, but if you would have been, because like you said, it's like they did a really good job of like teasing it. Like if you go back and look at some of the scenes, but if that would have been like an aha moment, then instead of when is this dude gonna turn into? Because that's in my mind. I'm like, come on, man, give me some of that.
Yeah, like normally, especially for Marvel, they'll use, if they give away something big like that, there's usually something else in the movie. And there was nothing else to hit that impact. So, this is one time. But at the same time, I don't think they could have promoted this movie. I don't think Anthony Mackie is a big enough star to promote this movie. Even with Harrison Ford in it, I don't think that they were enough to have promoted this movie to get people to see it. So they probably felt like they needed to put
the drop. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know,
I'll say this though. I think that I think they shouldn't have used Old Boy as the villain. They should have used a more Cap traditional villain.
The leader?
Yeah, I was trying not to spoil, but whatever. Yeah, I think they should have used a different, like a Cap villain as the leader. They could, and there are other dudes they could have brought back Arnim Zola, and then it would have felt a little bit more like a Cap movie as opposed to like a Hulk movie.
Hulk Part 2,
huh?
Ed Norton's Hulk Part 2.
Yeah, I mean they were trying to tie up loose ends from three separate franchises actually.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that Hulk was supposed to be the 08 was supposed to be like MCU. They just not like my problem with it was similar, which is like you got a lot of callbacks. Man, I was dunking still when that movie came out. I didn't have gray hairs. Like you should have said, "Hey man, go watch 2008 Hulk real quick before you, so I can be refreshed." Because I'm like, who is that again? Who is that? So
I do, Harold, because otherwise I don't think it's that big. I don't think the adamantium announcement is that big of a deal unless you're connected to the mutants. Like,
oh yeah, it's
I thought it was going.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
I'm actually surprised that they veered back into the multiverse thing. I thought they have to hell away from it.
They have to because Fantastic Four is next.
They haven't wrapped it up yet, but they haven't wrapped up the multiverse.
Yeah, but I thought
how they do the multiverse thing? What you talking about?
The post credits.
Yeah, I'm saying wait until the others come. Like he's talking about there's all these different,
Oh,
we're not the only universe, and wait till the others come and all that.
By the way, that Fantastic Four trailer is fire. Yeah.
They promoting that joint early. That joint's gonna be big because they promoting that joint super.
You know how I know that's gonna be good?
Wasn't fired.
There's a whole bunch of ugly people in there. Like they ain't worried about like trying to get people happy about.
Wait a minute. You think what's her name is ugly?
Pedro Pascal is a handsome young man. Stop it.
You think what's her name that's playing Invisible?
I don't remember her real name, but Sue Storm ain't she? That chick
she's not ugly, dog.
She ain't pretty.
What is this man don't like?
Wait.
She's not black.
What did you just say?
What? I said you gotta remember she's not black, so you know Greg's face ain't.
Oh, okay. I'll just make sure we on the same page.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'll listen.
My bad. Greg, I forgot about Greg and the Snow Bunnies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
don't say it like that.
He not like y'all. He not like us.
He's a black man. Don't say that. Somebody might hear it and get it.
He said first Negro bird, second ugly,
and the ugly four.
Dang,
I mean, they're not.
The fugly four. The fugly four. That's what we're going to
ugly four. Yeah, I mean, I will say.
What Greg bet is they finally got real actors.
There you go.
The only trailer that I've seen comic wise that I care about, comic movie wise that I care about, surprisingly to me, is freaking Superman. That's the only one. Everything else I'm going to see it out of obligation.
I don't want to see that.
Really?
That Superman movie.
I'm tired of these remakes.
I mean, I feel you, but that looked like a really good Superman movie.
That Superman trailer was fire. It absolutely.
I got confidence in James Gunn, so
me too. I do too. That's the only reason I'm going.
I want to come out on streaming.
It's the only reason I'm going is one because the trailer was fire, and two because James Gunn is involved and they're getting ready to make it a new. It's not an MCU, but they're getting ready to follow the formula.
I'm more interested in the Thunderbolts than Superman for sure.
Wow,
really?
I'm more interested because I don't know. Like I don't know what they're doing. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. I know Superman's story. I know all those characters that are in that. Besides,
how many times he gonna meet this chick Lois Lane?
Right, it's gonna be
as many times as it takes.
Lois Lane, They got Nathan Fillion in there looking crazy. I'm excited for Mr. Terrific. I think that could be cool. But other than that, it's like
that haircut though.
I just trust James Gunn. I trust James Gunn.
All their haircuts was.
I think that trailer.
Everybody's hair is wet.
Mr. Terrific's hair looks like a straight up. You ever see those like protective helmets they put on babies to like shake their head? That's what that.
Oh yeah, he looks stupid.
I was like, first time I saw it, I was like, damn, somebody get him in a fade, you know, like
yeah, it looks really dumb. I'm not gonna cap on that, but to me, that is still the best trailer for a superhero movie that maybe
Fantastic Four one really good, man.
The Fantastic Four one I could care less. I'm going because I'm a fan of Pedro Pascal, but I really don't care. I'm just going out of obligation. Same with
I have my thought on what the twist on that movie is going to be though for Fantastic Four.
I am hyped about Daredevil though,
the baby.
Oh no, that's
I can't wait for Daredevil now.
That's a given. That's the greatest comic book. That's the greatest comic book show ever. I don't care.
I agree.
Ever.
I agree.
As somebody who actually got to write Mr. Terrific and Superman, I'm gonna be my black ass in his theater day 1, day 2.
With his comics too.
You better bring the comments with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in like, how y'all doing?
Yeah. Hey,
Greg gonna be like, hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What you say? Did I write this?
You said something?
I mean, yeah,
before the first show.
Oh, yeah.
I did. I did write this actually.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
I mean,
you wrote an actual Superman comic?
He did.
I wrote a story. It's a 10-page
on shelves,
muscles, sir.
On shelves as we speak. Got to join in my book bag now.
So you better make a T-shirt with half the covers.
Do you think I won't?
Right.
I'm aware you will. And you're gonna match. And
you'll
on the
bag it'll be like I had wrote these fellas.
And you're gonna match.
Greg, you got to put page 13 to 46.
There you go. I'm loving it.
Get up, grab the microphone before the show and talk to the audience.
What else was there?
They can be like, "Sir, could you please get to your seat?"
Oh! I didn't realize everything was starting. My bad. I apologize.
It's like nobody cares, sir. Sit down.
Forgive me.
But they care.
Don't do that in Atlanta. Don't do that in Atlanta. You won't make it.
I don't know, man. I was coming out of whatchamacallit, Negro Bird, and the other day.
Hey,
and as soon as I walked out, he's just like, "Are you Black Adam?" I'm like,
this is so disrespectful, man.
Yes,
that's like the worst thing you could call him, man.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I mean, the original version.
When he gets to the point where he stops, like, "Oh, it's so hard," and I didn't even talk about my emotional feelings towards it, like the milk toast. I'm not.
Man, he said milk toast.
Like,
why you gotta be milk toast?
He is like be a thug, bro. You are Captain America. Go out there and thug. Don't be like.
I will give him the fight scenes. I will give them credit for, and I did that in the review. I give them credit for making him, though he didn't have powers. He didn't seem
win a fight.
He didn't seem soft to me when he fought Sidewinder. When he fought Sidewinder, I thought that was good because he actually got stabbed up and he just kind of ate that crap and just kept fighting. I think they did a good job with that. He doesn't have any superpowers, but he showed grit. Like he won't go out like no hoe. And I appreciated that. I agree with Greg. Like when it got to the point where they were talking about that, it could have hit different. I got it though. You know what I'm saying? And I think they kind of went for a softer tone there than they wanted to be like, like Ryan would have been if he had wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Still one of the hardest lines ever in that first Black Panther movie when Killmonger, like Ryan Coogler would have wrote that completely differently, and we all know it. So it ain't no telling what Ryan would have said.
I'm gonna be quiet on my thoughts on Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, you be quiet.
Whoa.
No, don't even get it started.
Be quiet.
I think.
I will say this though, they should have never brought up the serum in the movie though, because it made me mad.
Yeah. Just leave it alone.
Because it's like if he never mentioned it, it would have been fine. But for him to be like, "Oh, I should have took the sermon," dude. Everybody else that took it is amazing. Like,
No,
John Walker gotta be like empowered.
John Walker is definitely messed up in the head. Like,
what you mean? He walking around like nothing.
What's his name? It didn't work out too good for Red Skull either. So
Isaiah's a little bit. Isaiah
too. Like,
they all right. They seem to be okay,
no, bro.
Isaiah does not seem to be okay.
Yeah, but they not messed up because of the serum. They messed up because of what people did to them.
Because they all got the same common denominator.
Bucky got brainwashed, which had nothing to do with the serum. Isaiah got imprisoned for years, which ain't nothing to do with the serum.
Yeah, because
John Walker was already not exactly
he was
the sharpest tool in the drawer.
I mean, John Walker was already MAGA. Okay, so now explain Red Skull.
This is the thing that I think is going to be interesting. Now that you brought up John Walker MAGA, I think for the next, if he gets another movie, because we know the mutants are coming, and we know that Steve Rogers, Captain America, has an iffy relationship with mutants in the comics, right? Like his relationship with mutants in the comics is not as straightforward. But I think
he's racist.
I think they don't. They don't know, Jess.
Just say it.
Because Black Captain America did not take the serum. I think that'll
see how you had to reference it. I just want to point out to you that's why.
That's crazy to disrespect.
That's why.
Because Sam Wilson, Captain America, did not take.
Because there is a white America and there's a Black America. So right now,
but you don't call the white Captain America white Captain America.
I couldn't remember his name.
I don't know.
Because Sam Wilson didn't take the serum, I think that'll let him be endeared to the mutant cause.
No, that's stupid.
And
no, that's stupid. Everybody around you got superpowers. You the dumbass walking around.
Because he's
Black. Iron Man ain't take the serum.
I would have at least went to Wakanda and be like, bro, like half the heart shaper, like half. I don't have to have the whole thing.
Let me get an eighth.
Let me get half. Let me get 1/4.
Let me get an
eighth.
It don't have to be the whole thing, just like a little bit though.
Let me get a little.
Listen, but let me.
It don't have to be. It don't have to be the invisible ink.
Just give me a seed, yo. Just give me a seed.
Put real ink in my lip. It don't have to be the invisible joint. It don't have to be.
Let me get a seed.
Oh my God!
Yeah, get a permanent marker. Put it right here, right there.
I'm just saying, take the serum, bro.
Take something, dog.
Or don't mention it, like, because that's when it gets annoying. It's like, if this is you and you so ready to be, a human, even though you got all these superhero, attachments to your suit and everything, like.
But it was just showing. He was talking about his limitations, performance-wise, as opposed to. It's like, okay, I can't do certain things. I can't be fast enough, or I'm not strong enough like Homeboy was. That's because I ain't taking the film. But he still was doing his damn thing.
Yeah,
he survived the whole.
He was.
Barely. He survived because he survived because
he used reason. He was good with words.
Please, sir.
No, he had Wakandan technology. No, he survived because he had Wakandan technology.
He survived because he asked nicely.
That's true. He sure did.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. You already. It's like I'm cheating, but as long as I don't take the serum,
he should have. He would be the man. Like if he would take the serum and had the Wakandan technology,
right?
He's fuckwittable.
Hey, put my little permanent marker. It don't have to be vibranium, just a little permanent marker right here.
Morgan's still in Wakanda right now.
Listen,
the permanent marker. It don't have to be vibranium. Fine.
My brother,
just give me a little heroin shot.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It I don't need the whole herb. Just like
Listen,
I know y'all threw them joints out when Killmonger burned them. Like it's got to be like, let me ingest the ashes from the other joints that Killmonger had burned. Like,
let me get a contact. Let me just get the contact.
Yeah, man. Let me get a contact to that joint, bro. It'll last for a little bit.
Y'all making me sad that I don't really care about Black Panther 3.
Listen, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Anytime it's something black, you don't really care. I just know it's for me.
Dang!
I'm the one that gave
Captain America
I'm the one that gave Captain America the higher review than these.
Hey, I'm starting to realize something about you more
Captain
and
America
more.
wasn't really black though. Like that's not really a black.
Damn,
it's some heavy swinging.
I'm the one.
I'm the one.
No, I'm saying like
Captain,
but you ain't like Black Panther either.
6.6, huh?
Captain America
Black Panther either.
That's true.
You didn't like Black Panther either.
No, I love the first one. I ain't really like the second.
Oh, just
so
there's a reason behind it. There's a reason. I
so
said I wasn't going to talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it.
You really are. You're mad because you don't like DEI shit.
Ooh,
so now,
yeah.
So now when the second one come on, it's a woman lead. You don't trust black women, and now it's a black man in Captain America. You got an issue with that.
Wow. Let me ask a question.
Okay, all right. See, I wasn't going to say nothing about the Eagles today. Here we go. All right.
It's all coming together. And it's all coming together.
About the Eagles today.
I'm coming along. Javon, were you mad that there were no white people dancing on stage at the Super Bowl halftime show?
What? Again, I gave Captain America
trying to see if
7.5. Actually, I gave him a 7.5, and these fools gave him 1 point lower, and I'm the one. Okay,
we just asking, man.
Okay.
I'm just trying to clear it up.
Oh, can I finish my point from earlier before we move on?
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
Please.
Listen, I'm talking about
what up,
Sam Wilson. I think John Walker can take that Captain America position if they decide to do that with the mutants. When the mutants come in, I think Sam Wilson can be the empathetic voice for the mutants, and then John Walker can be like, I don't trust these mutants.
You know you're gonna call him.
I don't trust none of these.
Daddy was about to say, I don't trust these niggas.
I don't trust none of these M words.
None of these niggas.
Too
but
loud.
John Walker's part of the Thunderbolts that's coming out, right?
What is that?
John Walker is part of the Thunderbolts that's coming out.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Bucky's trying to be a congressman, but he gonna be rolling with the Thunderbolts too. Like, does he lose the election? I got so many questions.
I know that was far out of left field. I was like, wait, what? Congressman?
Do y'all know how many people he murdered?
They don't care.
Murder.
Do you see what's going on in the world right now? They don't care about having real life.
But this is supposed to be make believe.
Hey, they ain't gonna let no Democrat. They're not gonna let a Democrat that's a former assassin. Come on now.
He's a full-blooded Russian for a little bit.
You have to be Republican.
They do not care.
Ain't no such thing as make believe no more. But does John Walker make it out of the thunder? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't care if he does or not. I'm just being honest.
I know somebody ain't making it out because your boy Sentry look terrifying.
You know who's not going to make it out. You know.
Is there a black person?
Yep. There you go.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Gotcha.
You're not even in the trailers though. Like
bingo.
She's not even in the trailers.
The one
they flashed there like one time, like
look that Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Ooh. You got it.
All right, yo, let's do this doggone list before Daddy say he gotta go. Because
he came on late.
That don't matter to Danny.
That time is
Does not matter to Danny.
My man,
y'all don't even know. Danny got a whole ass countdown in front of him that you can't even see.
All right, so we're doing the top 5. What are top 5? So we said moments, but I think
I thought we were doing like most important events.
Yeah,
moments, events. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. Yeah, difference.
Yeah. So we're doing a list. We're not drafting. We're doing a list. Based on the tenor of the list, I'm going.
Wait, so that means I can't beat y'all?
I mean, have you yet?
I'm coming.
You got to do it first at least once.
I'm going back to full house in that one.
No better homes.
Javon is drinking, fellas. Let's go. Sorry, Morgan. Keep
Dasani, Negro.
like drinking liquor.
Yeah, drinking Dasani.
Dasani with Kool-Aid in it. That's how black I am.
It's not their part. It's not their part. It could be worse. All right. So who wants to go first? Because I'm fairly certain our lists are going to be somewhat similar. I would imagine.
Go ahead, Denny. Since you gotta.
Yeah, since you gotta go. You gotta go night and shit.
Hey, my list. You want to go night? My list is I did my list as a kind of like a top 5 moments in Black history that showed our togetherness. All right, because
our togetherness or like whose togetherness?
You'll see when we go to the list. When I show you,
I already don't like this list.
I'm telling you, it's a good list. It's a good list. All right, so 5-1. All right, so you'll get the gist of my list as I go. So number 5, the Charleston Cigar Factory strike of 1945-1946. I think that it was very important. All right, so this was basically way back in the day. They were trying to boycott the cigar factory and all that good stuff. But the song "We Shall Overcome" came out of that strike. That was one of the moments that made that song. The number 4,
the breakup of NSYNC.
That's terrible. That is terrible. Come on, man.
Is that my reputation?
A little bit.
That
Y'all
my
can't do my guy like
reputation.
that, bro.
Pequeno.
Y'all can't do my guy like that, bro.
I just knew he was gonna say
Morgan's Wi-Fi gonna go out.
Debut Big Willie style. I just knew that's what it was gonna be.
You know what?
Hey, when JT went solo, that's
y'all can't do my guy like that, bro. Stop it.
Number 4, the first Black Power conference in 1967. Black people getting together and organizing. I think it was like 126 cities or something like that they organized in. Number 3, not the Million Man March, but in conjunction with the Million Man March, the women organized the Day of Absence. The Day of Absence, where they literally did not spend a black dollar, all over the nation for that day in conjunction with the Million Man March. I thought it was dope. Then, of course, we got the Montgomery boys boycotts. We know those things actually change. I think withholding our black dollar is a real show of unity and strength, and it actually is the one thing that I think these supremacists care about more than supremacy is the dollar. They care about losing their money. So that's one thing that we can always do. And then number 1, I think for me is the Black Panthers Party the free breakfast program. They literally did everything that they could do to shut that down because they knew how
you went that route. I like that you went that route because it teaches more than what we might all commonly have. But now I'm interested to hear what everybody else has actually, because if somebody else did that, then we might have some even more dope events. Like we might have an Aggie 4 on here. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
Yeah. That's my 5, and I'll type them in the thing so you can copy them.
Who want to go next?
All right, I'll go.
All
right. Number 5, Barack winning as U.S. president. Because me personally, I thought it would never happen. So
as did the rest of the world.
I think a lot of us was like, this ain't gonna happen. But
we all thought he was gonna get murked. Let's be honest.
Number 4, the destruction of Black Wall Street. To me, it really is
in Tulsa.
Tulsa.
Yeah,
Tulsa.
Bull City.
Because you know there's not one in Vermont.
You know what I'm talking about? We still got one.
You know there's not one in Vermont.
I mean, they drove. They took 147 through it. But
so I do think that that's definitely a watershed moment for Black history because it really does. It's one of those moments that really shows how far they was not letting us go, that far they would go to not let us climb higher. Number 3 is a little more broader. The establishment of Black colleges and universities. As somebody who wanted to go to one, I definitely the importance of them to our culture is
insurmountable.
Is exactly.
It ain't too late. You can go back to school.
Why didn't you go?
Aggie?
Because I was already in SCAD. Like I was accepted to SCAD for like an entire year.
It ain't too late. It ain't too late. It ain't too late to start learning.
The world's calling you.
Ain't no black universities up here, bro. Number 2, I Have a Dream speech, of course, and then number 1 is the abolishing of slavery in the U.S.
Okay, I'll go next. Because I like that we didn't all go the same route. So mine, I think, well, you'll see. But so number 5, match with Javon on that. Obama getting elected as president, I think, was not for the same reason that a lot of Americans see it, but for those of us who we all know how important representation is, and to be able to see that with your own eyes. None of us believe that was possible. You know what I'm saying? None of us. So seeing it happen and him get elected twice and raise his family scandal free in the White House, have respect, I mean, it's what he did and what he had to carry. You might not agree with all his decisions, but what he had to do, and his wife as well, insanely heavy lifting. So that was my number 5. Number 4, for me, this is one of the biggest things that we ever did, and it opened so many doors in so many different ways, both culturally and legislatively. The Great Migration. That is one of the most amazing things and stories in American history, hands down, without question. There wouldn't have been as many black doctors. There would not have been as many black lawyers. There wouldn't have been all of these professions that we were doing. The Harlem Renaissance was because of the Great Migration. Like there were so many things culturally and professionally that happened based on us leaving the South and going up north and getting and going west too and getting different opportunities. Still facing racism, no question about it, but it was presented differently and allowed for different opportunities based on that. So that was my number 4. Number 3, the Voting Rights Act, 1965. I have friends on all spectrums, you know what I'm saying, that don't believe in our right to vote whatsoever because they don't think it changes anything at all. And I understand their arguments. I just don't believe it or see it the same way. I think if it was actually worthless, then they wouldn't have threatened to kill us before we got it and had poll taxes and all these fake behind tests and stuff that our grandparents had to go through just to vote. If it had no power, they wouldn't spend money and threaten people to kill you if it had no power. So that was my number 3. Number 2, the Civil Rights Act of 1964. I don't think you can understate how important that was for African Americans in this country. Not just for us, but just same as usual. Our fight and what we go through and the hell that we go through ends up letting other people through the door, and they get more benefits than we do in just about every respect.
Do they appreciate it though?
No, they don't at all. They resent us for it a lot of times because they don't believe that it was actually us that got it for them. But it's all good. We know where we're at in this game at this point. But that was my number 2. Number 1, and I put it together. The Civil War / Emancipation Proclamation. The proclamation, obviously, because it frees the slaves legislatively. But I put the Civil War with it because it was the first time that our ancestors. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the first time, but in a major way to be able to fight for freedom, they had an opportunity to actually fight for freedom and kill their masters, kill anybody that wronged them. You got a gun, go out there and do your thing, whatever. Obviously, they gonna try to keep the reins on you, but it's the first time that you get a chance to get retribution with their own weapons, with their own whatever. You're still not equal, but shoot, would you care about being equal if you go kill your master? I wouldn't. I'm a merc that dude. And the proclamation after that, obviously. So that's my 5.
I feel like at least once a show, you're talking about shooting somebody.
Sometimes you gotta shoot him.
Thug life.
That's why I told you these people from Durham, bro. I don't know what it is. Morgan and Tiana.
You ain't gotta do us like that.
He said you gonna put Tiana in?
I'm about to say, why you put that wife in there, man? What the hell?
I tell you all the time. Tiana, literally.
You don't have to do us like that.
I've been trained in combat and I have weapons. But Tiana, she be at the range. She be out there like looking for it, bro. Like I'll be like, hey man, calm down.
I don't be looking for it though.
Leave Tiana alone.
I don't be looking for it.
All right,
definitely leave her alone at the range.
I don't.
Greg, just which one next?
I can go.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. So when I saw the thing, I'm a history major, and so I was like, "You serious?" When Morgan said it, because I'm like, "This is my time to shine." I want to, everything that you guys have said has been super impactful, but I just wanted to throw some things out that are maybe a little bit lesser known. So I don't know if you ever heard of PBS.
Negro Bird.
Well, not Negro Bird. We're going to move off of that for now.
I
do reserve the right to come back to it. But so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of PBS Pinchback. He's the first Black governor in the United States. In 1872, he was acting as lieutenant governor of Louisiana. And when his governor got impeached, because back then it was before, Jim Crow and everything had taken like a really solid, look. So Black people were actually advancing all over the country. And then, they was like, hey, this ain't what it was supposed to be. So anyways, yeah, so it was only 35 days at the end of the term, but he still goes down as the first Black governor of the United States. And I went to Grambling State University, and that's the hall that I stayed in was Pinchback Hall, which was like a high-rise project, but that's not the point. It was good time.
You didn't have to say that.
You really did.
It's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. But it actually was better. It was one of the better dorms to stay in at the time. Anybody that went to Graham will understand, and they're gonna laugh at that.
Oh, you was privileged. Got it.
No, I was lucky. I was lucky, is what it was.
Sound like Barbie at A&T, but I ain't saying nothing.
And so then the next, I wanted to do Alice Ball, who is a Black woman. She basically was able to extract like the toxins and create an kind of an amalgam of chemicals out of this Kalmuga tree oil, which basically was the first effective medicine against leprosy. They call it Hansen's disease now.
What'd you say her name was?
Her name, Alice Ball. And I might be working on something with her in it right now, but that's not the point here. But yeah,
it kind of was.
But the crazy, no, because this was amazing. Like when I found out. But here comes the shady part, which is that she basically created this method, and then she died at the age of 24. They say that she died because of ingesting chemicals, like breathing in, toxins in her laboratory or whatever. But she died at the age of 24, and this white fella who was over her tried to take the credit for creating the method. Her colleagues fought, and they put out information to let you know that she created it, and then he said that he improved it, but he really didn't do anything to it. But it is actually now it's been accepted. She was at the University of Hawaii. She was born in Washington State, but the University of Hawaii has since gone back to honor her and to give her credit. So like amazing things. I have the Harlem Renaissance. Where would any of us be without the Harlem Renaissance? The literature, the art, the showing, the level, that we can create, the music. It's like my favorite period of time, like the time where I wish I could go back to, you know what I'm saying? And so that was 3. Number 4, I got March 1822, when Harriet Tubman was born. Because what? Like, when my kids were little, I used to make them understand.
That wasn't even her name.
General.
Yeah.
The General.
But
General Tubman.
Yeah, but like just letting them
Araminta Ross.
Yeah, Araminta.
Yeah.
And then last shout out to my college, Grambling State. And October 5th, 1985, Eddie Robinson passed Bear Bryant to become the winningest head coach in college football. That record stood for like 26 years. I was lucky enough to be able to meet him. Remember my name. He's one of the greatest human beings that I've ever been around. The kind of person I wish everybody could have got to meet. It's an awesome man. So I think that's 5.
It is.
I feel like that's 5.
I love that we ended up like diverging in our list. I really do.
Yeah. All right, so my number 1, was the enforcement of the 13th Amendment, 1865, which we all know is Juneteenth. Officially abolished slavery in the U.S. and how it fundamentally, reshaped America. Everything that would happen with that. Number 2 for me, Obama becoming president. What?
You're allowed right now, honestly.
I'm allowed.
You are allowed. You can do that. You've earned the right to
say you're allowed to talk about to put the Eagles in there if you want to.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do it.
He's number 5. It's number 5.
They won, so
I'm not gonna do that.
Jalen Hurts,
when the blackest team
number 1
in NFL history won the Super Bowl.
Dang, that's crazy that y'all take me for that kind of person. Okay, but number 3, like my man, I had the Harlem Renaissance from the 1920s to the 1930s. The cultural movement that celebrated Black art and music and literature and influence in American culture today. Number 4, I had. I think I want to change it. Number 4, I think I'll go with Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier in sports.
It's a big one.
Okay.
And number 5, we're all familiar with the Montgomery bus boycott and how significant that was, but I'm not talking about that. I want to talk about the Montgomery Riverfront Brawl. I absolutely love that moment.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
There he is, bro.
When that hat went up in the air.
There he is.
Universal signal.
Bringing the real moments, bro.
Go around and find out.
There he is.
You got Black people swimming in water.
Boy,
your fellow man.
Boy, the joy.
Get sneakers on.
The joy, bro. Oh my gosh. There's probably still T-shirts and bumper stickers and all that crap.
The lady with the chair.
Anthony Fowler who
shout out. I was gonna say shout out to Anthony Fowler.
Anthony Fowler with the sticker, the folded chair. Everybody knew it.
Yes.
Bro, it was so awesome, bro. Like that. That's absolutely one of my favorite things I've ever seen happen on the internet, bro.
Yeah.
My boy
Danny's list.
My boy jumped
HBCUs.
No, it was mine.
No, that was Javon's list. Javon had
Javon had that on there.
Yeah. We had a lot of good ones on here, man.
Yeah, I'm glad that ours were not like they were not the same. I'm glad. I'm glad we all had different stuff. That was freaking fantastic. HBCUs is honorable mention. I definitely got some honorable mentions that honestly could still be in the 5. The Divine Nine, Creation of the Divine Nine, started by we all know who the first one was, but I'm not gonna say that.
Do you?
No, tell us who they were.
Who?
I mean,
and don't say
I'm trying to I'm trying to be. I don't want no problems. You know what I mean? But we all know who the first were. You know, male, female.
Educate me.
Oh, you're not aware of the Alphas, the high school brothers. The high school brothers, 1908. You know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. You know,
you can't say it. You can't.
I'm
say
not affiliated. You know what I'm saying?
Did you play it? You played it? You played it?
I'm not. See, you doing? See, this is why I didn't want to say.
I didn't know
what you doing.
No, it's kind of weird that you brought it up.
Why didn't you say their name?
We ain't got to do all that.
I'm
just saying we know who was first. That's it.
We can both.
1908.
Why couldn't you say it though?
1908, the Ice Cold Brothers. You know, they were the first in the AKs.
Why couldn't you say it though?
I did. I said it.
We can both go back and enroll at A&T, bro. We can go enroll, and you can pledge if you want to. Now we can make it happen. I actually don't think you got to be enrolled in the university no more.
I'm trying to. No, you don't. You don't have to be enrolled.
You just got to have a
grad chapter. It's cool. I mean, I got to connect, but I ain't. You know, I'm not. You know, it's cool. Anyway,
why was you scared to say it though?
I have my reasons.
He don't want no problem.
With who? Who you gonna have problems with if you shouting them out?
Hey, listen.
Is anybody here pledged to a fraternity?
Any of the other fraternities?
What are you?
Me.
Oh, established what?
Milk it.
What year was that established?
Me. April 11th, 1980.
That's honorable mention. Right.
So I thought about also including when Doug Williams destroyed John Elway in the Super Bowl, first black quarterback, and the history of it, especially being an HBCU guy. And Doug Williams also went to Grambling State University, by the way. But just understanding.
Yeah, everybody just throwing that stuff out there. You see?
Understanding how many people were capable and should have got shots to play, but they didn't because we weren't smart enough and we couldn't process the information fast enough, and we weren't good leaders. And it was true until 16 something when we showed that none of that shit is true. But yeah, like
the first war in the country.
I started watching that the Black QB thing on was it Amazon Prime? I didn't get to finish it though.
Yeah,
it was really good.
And I'm actually shocked at Danny and Morgan that neither one of them wanted to shout out Jack Johnson, who was the first.
Don't get it twisted.
Champion.
Jack was my number 5.
From Raleigh.
Jack was my number 5. Jack was my number 5. I changed it because I was like, when I'm looking at this for bigger moments, Obama to me
trumps shit out somebody white,
in 1908. In 1908, on the day after Christmas,
and then get arrested.
On the day after Christmas,
Obama technically did too. I mean,
it literally started the entire.
I kind of like the king.
He was bad.
That literally started the entire thing of the Great White Hope. That Jack Johnson literally created the Great White Hope thing. That came from him. I was another.
Even with that though, like, because I don't know. I don't know if I said it before, but $40 Million Slave is a book. Yeah. I know you guys are sports fans. If you haven't read it, it's an excellent book. It talks about
based on your suggestion last year, I think. And that you're right.
I got it. Yeah, I bought the audio book.
Yeah, it's so they talk about major.
I listened to it. My bad. I listened to it. I know Justin has a distinct.
I'm not going to take. No, first of all, I'm not going to take no book recommendations that Danny has read. Is
Danny, what page you on, man? What page you on?
Right, exactly. Secondly, I'm not going to take no book recommendations from somebody that supported MAGA homes. No, I'm not doing that.
Oh wow. Dang, boy,
that's fine. You
we
can
deep in the bag.
Wow.
I can't do it.
MAGA homes.
My blackness won't allow me to do it.
What's good, Alton?
It's a good one.
Homes, bro. Come on, man. You ain't.
If you don't want to read, just that's all you gotta say. Just say I don't want to read.
I like to read.
I don't want to read. I refuse. Yo, did y'all on a not serious tip? Did y'all see Lil Wayne trying to read the teleprompter on First Take?
No, and I'm
bro. I mean, he was on First Things First. He was guest hosting with Nick Wright and Chris Broussard. They had him reading the intros. That my man was struggling, yo. My man was struggling.
The only thing about him is you don't know if it's because he's dumb or if he high or wasted or both. If the brain damage from all the drugs, like you just don't know.
They wanted him to perform over Kendrick, bro. I don't know. Wow.
Hey, I got a before we get off, Jade, especially before you go night. I got a bone to pick with you publicly. I'm gonna call you out.
Oh wow!
Yes, you know what you did.
We go off for 2 weeks.
And as much as I talk about you and supporting black business, you still don't get it right with me when I be trying to support your business.
Nah, bro, man, I was trying to come hand deliver your books. It ain't my fault you left work early. That ain't my fault.
I did leave work early.
Man, don't be calling me out.
I was still on property at 4:00.
You were still on the property, but you weren't where you were supposed to be.
And who got to the elevator before me?
I get off before you though. I get off at 3:30. I get off at 3:30. I got off at 3:30. Nah, man. I
still ain't got the books.
This ain't Festivus.
This is what we doing. Really?
And then I still ain't got the book.
Be there in the morning. Are you going to
Festivus for the rest of us?
I hear personal grievances.
I'm bringing them in the break room. I thought Ty brought them to you, but
Ty ain't bring them to me.
I'll personally bring them tomorrow.
I said, "Hey, you gonna sign them for me?" He was like, "Oh, I didn't know you want to." I said, "Did Danny sign it?" He said, "Nah, Danny ain't sign it." I'm like, "This motherfucker,
you didn't say you wanted to sign." Because that's
what I gotta ask for.
If I sign it and you don't want to sign, then I have to either find somebody else to give them to, or I'm gonna sign them. As a matter of fact, hold on. Before what time is it?
It's cool. It's cool. No, don't worry about it.
I want to say,
and then he be making videos for everybody else on the comments in his joint, but let it be me. Oh, I'm gonna cop something up. He don't do no little special videos.
You didn't put no comments.
Crazy.
I'll do a video right now.
You better go back on your video and look.
They said it ain't nothing.
You better go back on your video and look.
Hey, just. He said this your video every week. He said this your video every week.
You better go back and look. See how
I'm doing right now,
dealing with black businesses. Y'all be trying, boy. I swear, man.
Hey, don't categorize all the same. Okay.
I swear.
Man, I went to Google Lil Wayne reading off the teleprompter, and I see a thing. They're saying he got caught using it at one of his shows.
A teleprompter? He's doing karaoke?
I mean, basically, like.
I know. Just had a bone to pick.
I did. I've been holding this in for a couple days.
Like you ain't got his phone number or work at the same place.
Let's wait till we get on.
I be doing this
public world so I can call
this anyway.
That's the best way to do it.
I will hit him at work and be like, bro, you fucking.
What color mark you want? I'm gonna go with the eagle.
Man, I don't want no green. I want purple. All your stuff be purple anyway. Treat me like a TikTok customer.
Nah, bro.
Dang, man.
I'm patronizing your business. It's cool.
Yo, all you missing is a whip, man.
Yo, this is crazy.
I don't want to be treated different.
Another honorable mention I was going to make with the Cosby Show was #1 5 consecutive seasons in a row. Talk about transformative for TV. I mean, it literally. What's good, Ro?
Bro, gonna come in here when it's time to go to bed.
I know, bro.
Hey, man, you know bro, I heard you boycotting the show, man. What's up with that, man? It was good, man. We didn't invite you.
I gotta shout my boy Ro out though, because I can't spoil anything, but I've been seeing Scarlet Ranger pages for #3. That joint gonna be tough. Okay, I'm telling you. You heard it here first. I'm telling you that joint's gonna be tough.
Hey, I feel like starting something great. When we gonna see more Tuskegee airs, man? When we gonna get some more, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dang, that's racist.
What?
Danny popped back up for that.
Did he pop back right in for that info?
All I know is that if anybody needs to get the first 4 issues, you can head to the website. Oh
wow!
Maybe something.
You see, Javon? You see what you did?
I gave him an opportunity to market his book. What you talking about?
I mean, I could have marketed the book that I just had a Kickstarter campaign for.
That is
true. Go ahead.
With,
Do that too.
It's too late now.
And Danny has a Kickstarter going at
with that fire variant cover. I gotta give you credit. That's a nice cover.
Yeah.
Danny's got a Kickstarter going on right now as we speak. Ace Blade number 9 on Kickstarter right now. Just go on Kickstarter, type in Ace Blade, it'll pop right up. Go ahead and drop something in there, share that joint. So y'all, the hardest part about Kickstarter is spreading the word, bro. So I mean,
yes.
Hey, listen, Heat number 3 is available as well. You ain't got to do the Kickstarter. You could buy the book today.
See?
Get it.
Where at, Javon?
Visuallystoked.com.
There we go. See?
And we did not get too big after CNN.
Damn.
Stuff happened. That's real.
You want to see it, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we just was on CNN. There's no big deal.
Light work.
Happens to everybody.
You know, Marcus out here working with Nick Chubb on comic books and stuff.
I know, man.
We might not ever, who knows what happens.
Don't do that. See, you
still got the clip?
No, Morgan, I chose chaos. You chose destruction with that comment right there.
I mean, it's
don't do that.
Hard.
Marcus is my guy, bro. Like that he always doing dope stuff. I'm still waiting for the Popeye and the Avatar joint that he had been showing in the Ninja Turtles, bro. Listen, if y'all already know how dope Marcus is,
Popeye is already. Popeye's in.
I was about to say Popeye's been out.
3 issues.
Where?
At your local
in the comic book store.
Oh, I hate my.
Already 3
hey,
issues
y'all remember
in,
Morgan don't read comics, y'all. Come on, man.
I like.
Don't do that.
Well, he buys them though. But he buys them though.
See.
Buy them though.
Bad.
And I read some of what I buy. See.
Hey, and y'all gonna be able
to get back on CNN because that's like a instant cash infusion. And I would like to have another one of those.
I would like to be on CNN, damn it.
Do you have a clip about?
Hey, shout out to Dave Krause.
Is there a clip out there when you were on CNN?
Yeah.
I just want to see it so I can like it at least.
Hey, listen, I won't be on CNN. CNN, listen, we can talk.
Shout out to Dave Krause.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yo, big shout out to him, man. It got optioned, right? His book got optioned.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even out yet. I was like, where can I buy the book, man? Where can I buy the book?
Killer B, he already DeWanda Wise, bro. I mean, when you swing, bro. You know what I mean? So shout out to my guy. He's David.
See how people
met him as a wild guy.
Let's see how people win.
Absolutely. Also, again, we want to. I'm gonna go back to it because Greg would have went back to it at some point anyway. But also, Greg just so happens to write for Superman, and just in case you didn't know, what I mean, that's also available in comic book stores as we speak right now.
I really wish they had used the original costume, man.
Yeah, man, I gotta get somebody to get me one of those.
You can just order it on Todd McFarlane.
I gotta get somebody to get me one of those.
Okay.
Dang. My God.
He
said there's a lot of aggression on that second. Okay. The iteration.
I didn't get it the first time. My bad. I apologize.
They come differently these days. They don't.
Golly, man. There's a lot of bass in that.
He basically said, "I'm on a different level."
No.
Yeah, I forgot. Right?
I ain't got no
win. I forgot.
He's like, I don't buy things.
Nah.
I have people who do that for me.
Right.
Greg, you're gonna be a BlurredCon, right?
I shall. I am. I will.
It would have been nice to be there.
I might come up there. And
it's all.
You ain't going that
every year.
They didn't accept me, man.
Did you hear back from Heroes yet? I just got an email about that today. Okay, yeah.
When is Heroes?
The week
Father's Day. Weekend after Father's Day.
Weekend after
Father's Day.
Charlotte.
I'll be there. Yeah. Little man's got to make a wish trip that on Father's Day weekend, and then I get to turn right back around next weekend and go to Heroes Con.
I didn't get in the Dream Con, but I will be at Fan Expo Dallas.
Oh, when I get to Dream Con, I'm gonna tear something up.
You're gonna go to jail with that mindset. Right there, you are going to go to prison.
Don't do that. Don't do me like that, man.
Don't say it out loud, man. Just go there and
say,
man.
You're right. You're right.
Don't telling people.
I should have kept that.
Be lasagna.
Oh, I'm gonna be at Dragon Con too. Just letting y'all know.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody going to Awesome Con?
Maybe.
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about it.
I don't know yet.
I'm going. I was just trying to see.
You going?
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if it's worth it. They want $400 for a table, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Dragon Con was $400.
Can y'all like split a table?
Hey, Dragon Con like 5 days though.
You can. Yeah, Dragon Con is definitely worth like. What is it? How much is it?
Huh?
How much did you say the table was?
What, for Dragon Con?
Yeah.
4.
Oh.
That's worth
it. I made that back on Friday.
How about that?
I made that on the first day.
Nobody split the table.
I mean, I could, but
you can. But like when you split, it's like for us, like me and Marcus can't even share a table because we got too much stuff.
Yeah,
so like we need a table apiece.
Bragging, bro. You should be bragging.
I got too much stuff.
No, it's just man. I'm not. That wasn't a brag.
You know what I mean?
Ever since he been on CNN, Greg be different, bro.
So what is too much? So you say you got too much stuff, right?
Hey yo, you remember we was at remember we was at what was it? What was the Hero?
He was like, how much y'all? How much y'all make?
Me and Daddy was like, bro, we made, you know what I mean? Like,
we made $1,000, man. We was like, man, we finally broke $1,000. He was like,
He's like, man, no, you got to show the face he made.
I don't know what y'all talking
about. Greg made that face to me before. He was like, how much you do? I was like, man, I did like $1,500. And he was like,
I was like, damn. So was that a hating face or was that a that's it?
No, that's not a hating face.
We made
that's
a pity face.
We made $1,000.
Man, it's hard to like to make money at these shows, man. So
that's a pity face. That's a pity face.
Oh,
you gotta go walk by Marcus and Greg's table. You'll see.
We literally made $1,000 on. It was either Friday or Saturday that day. We was like, hey man, we broke. This is the first time we made $1,000 in one day. And Greg was like, oh man, I'm sorry. I was like, huh?
I did not.
What, huh?
Damn.
I was doing something.
Damn.
America, don't believe them. They make it.
Yeah, it's like he was like, do you need gas money to get home? Or like, what can I help? Like, can I help? Is there anything I can do?
What?
I would never offer nobody gas money. That's how you know.
I'm gonna put me on the big screen, right? I'm gonna show you how Greg sells, okay? All right. This is Greg selling.
I hate this so much.
Absolutely right. That's absolutely correct. It's
perfect
and everything. Oh, you want that one? This one? Okay.
He don't even take their money. They just put it down.
Yeah, that's mine.
Wow.
Yeah, that's mine. That's it.
None of this sounds realistic, y'all.
Yeah. And then Marcus is just,
Marcus be drawing. He don't even pay attention. He be
Marcus just cut. Oh, you want that? How many you want? Oh, okay. All right.
Marcus, he don't even look at you. He be like,
he be looking at his printer. He drawing with one hand, and with the other hand, he on the printer like this. You have any? Okay. All right.
Hey,
man, our table be the hangout spot.
You ain't got to walk back. You ain't got to.
Just real quick. I sold for this. I didn't even. This man let me sit at his table at the Schaumburg. And I was just supposed to wait for him to come back.
When I did that
whole line.
It's different, guys.
A whole line, dude. I had to take sales because these people were standing there waiting. They was like, "Yo, I don't want to wait. Let me get the book."
Did he pay you for your work? Did he pay you for working for him for an hour? No, did you get a 1099?
He didn't buy you a drink.
1099s over here, sir.
Did he give you a 1099 for that?
Give me a 1099.
Oh, I feel like I'm being attacked right now.
You in my presence, little nigga.
See, it makes
he was
even more sense.
Hey, I gave him the money.
What
he
I
was
said
like
earlier, it makes even more sense.
Greg was checking under the table to make sure I gave him all his money.
Are you sure that's all of it? You sure?
He was like, hey man, this light, yo.
Man.
How many books you sell?
The Wayne Brady sketch. Just this kind of light. A little bit lonely.
Greg was like, "No, this light, son.
Ben was a little bit lonely. I don't.
Hey, run me my money, man.
Sure?
I don't remember any
Listen,
of
that. I understand it now. I understand.
Sounds like hogwash.
This how he
Sure you don't.
I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a great night, man. Appreciate y'all, brother.
Hey, don't sign no books because Ty still got the other one. Why you signing two? Say, do not sign those books because Ty still has the other ones.
But you told him to sign them earlier.
You just told him.
I did. I told him to sign the ones that Ty has because Ty signed those.
Why
Ty
you
ain't here to
stop him when he asked you what
I ain't here to
color?
make the video, so Ty gonna have to sign these.
Who is
No,
Ty?
because then you gonna have two joints signed by
Hey,
Ty.
who is Ty?
I know. What did we do?
Ty did the Lego. He did the Lego cover.
Yeah, I found a dude that did the variant covers, so I wanted both of them to sign it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Yeah, maybe Ty will be there tomorrow. We'll make it happen. I'm just trying not to get.
I gotta go.
Not to get fired from my
On that note,
You gotta go night too. Yeah, he gotta make a phone
Whoa.
call.
I mean that
he got cake.
No Diddy.
Yeah, that's too much.
That ain't gay.
What I mean?
Night.
Hey, shout out to ASAP Rocky.
Vernon
just came in. He got off. So
yeah,
didn't he beat somebody up or something?
Wait,
it
what
was
happened?
It was a gun thing.
Gun charge in California.
A shout out for not going to jail for something he did.
I don't want to see that man's family destroyed over,
Right.
Did he do it?
Yeah.
Not according to the jury.
It's on camera.
Hey, listen, I'm just going by what the jury said.
But when we were talking about OJ, you was like, he did it. Ah!
He did do it.
And trying to make me like that. So I was shouting out.
OJ did it, bro. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
I don't know if OJ did it. What I said was,
he got you more.
Either he did it. What I said was either he did it or he knows who did it. I'm just saying.
Damn, he got you, Morgan.
He did. He did.
Got you.
All right.
This has been fun, y'all.
It's been real.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Yep. No clue what we doing.
Hey, tell people about us. Help us get our subscriptions up. We're like 25. Yep. Make sure y'all go hit visualsoul.com so you can go get Heat number 3.
Buy all they books, yo. Buy all they books.
All the books. Greg,
buy more Greg's books. Y'all
we know y'all already got his books, but it's fine.
So you just buy more. They got variants.
Man, I struggled to get this little campaign done.
Well,
how much was it?
It was only 3,500.
Only 30.
But here's the thing: we had already sold a whole bunch of them because I just did the Kickstarter for like the print run, so I had already sold a whole bunch. So a lot of people was like, I was like, nah, y'all just hold on, but y'all gonna get this variant real quick.
You see what we talking about?
See, you see that?
You understand?
And you in
Atlanta,
but it
still took a long time.
Are you in Atlanta now?
Who, me?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you live in Atlanta?
We're used to it.
Don't you live in Atlanta or something like that?
Yeah, I live like 10 miles.
Makes even more sense. So you a scamming ass motherfucker too.
I don't do no scamming.
I'm sorry.
I'm not from.
Yeah, I say from. I say you in Atlanta. You of the culture now.
No. I'm old, man. Like we don't do the scamming. The young people do the scamming.
You a MAGA scammer. That's crazy.
Oh wow!
Listen now.
Wow!
I can accept all these jokes. I can't take that one right there.
Greg is like, you got one more.
Knocking on Justin's door.
Listen, buddy.
You gone too far. I'm with it.
That's a bridge too far, buddy.
I wouldn't take that either. Shoot.
All right, man. I gotta go.
We'll see y'all next week. I have no idea what our topic's gonna be yet. But when we get it made, I'll put it up in the group. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.